Welcome back as we continue to dive deeper into the end user experience of Visual KPI. This next topic is a very important one. This is all about profiles, which is where your dashboards live and is really where all the personalized layer of Visual KPI is for an end user. So to dive right in here, let's talk about what a profile is. A profile, which you can see in the upper right corner here on the screen here and on the mobile device as well. This is a collection of important things and a collection of things that are personalized. Now, it could be for a user. You can see here that I'm on the Robert Hilton profile, but it doesn't have to be a person. It could be a role like this, or it could be a site or a room or an asset or anything else you might want where you have all the things I'm about to describe. So a profile, they can even be grouped into profile groups, like a group of profiles just for executives, or a group of profiles just for maintenance, or just for plant one, or anything else like that. Now, in my case, I'm going to start at the profile level here. And the profile contains three different things. It contains dashboards. So here you have the dashboards running within my profile. I have a test dashboard, a trends dashboard, my dashboard, and a global dashboard, which is the one I'm on. I can easily toggle back and forth between them. So here I'm on the trends dashboard. Now back to the global dashboard. Okay. The second thing that's part of a profile is the bookmark bar. So if I change profiles, then I'm going to change to a different bookmark bar. But if I change dashboards, you'll see that I'm staying within the same profile, so my bookmark bar stays the same. That's really one of the main things you want to pay attention to, is that a profile is going to contain some of these things and multiple dashboards. So all of those dashboards should relate to this profile. And if you want to make a more serious change, like changing to a different bookmark bar and a different watch list, along with a different set of dashboards, that's when you would change profiles. Okay, so let's go back to my global dashboard here. So again, a profile contains dashboards, and you can have as many as you want. It contains the bookmark bar, and it contains the watch list. The watch list is where you see the number 11 up here, and I'm going to click on it as well. That's going to give me a set of KPIs. Now, the watch list is like a favorites list of KPIs. You can add as many to it as you want. And the number 11 up there currently is telling me that right now, 11 of the KPIs on my watch list are in an alertable state. So you can see them by default sorted by in alert and not alert. I can change that sorting, I can do other things, but in this case it's showing me, and even if I view it a different way, here's all the KPIs that have an issue right now. Here's all of the KPIs that are doing just fine right now. While I'm here, I'll show you that you see some KPIs changing. You see a little bit of flashing there. This one just changed from blue to green. So it went from up here to down here. And this KPI is also recently changed. And the administrator can set how long, if you want it to flash, or how long you want it to flash, et cetera. All those things are customizable, but I just want to call your attention to that while it's happening here. So again, the watch list, now there's only 10. Oh, back to 11 now. You see that? That also gives you a sense for how live the software is. That changed from 10 to 11, a KPI moved in that case, or changed status. Okay, so that's the watch list. Again, those are the things that live inside of a profile. Let me go back to the dashboard here. Now let's talk about other types of profiles, or just profile options. So I'm on the Robert Hilton profile here, but you'll also notice a different profile down here called PowerGen Locked. So the administrator has the ability to lock down entire profiles or individually lock down dashboards, etc. So I'm going to switch over to this locked profile so you can see at least one of the differences here. So when I switched profiles, it switched me to whatever the default dashboard or the last dashboard that I was looking at in this profile. I'm in the locked profile now, and now I'm also on a locked dashboard. And if I go back to this gear icon, you're going to see that I don't have things like customize dashboard, because I don't have the rights to customize a dashboard in this particular one, right? And again, there are multiple dashboards available. In fact, there's a lot of them in this particular profile. So that's a little bit about locking and unlocking profiles and individual dashboards, etc. I'm going to go back to the Robert Hilton profile again. So I'm back to having full rights here. And let's talk about the bookmark bar just a little bit. So there are a few things on my bookmark bar, and then here on the end of it is a little icon that will allow me to edit those bookmarks. Now, if I'm in the same spot here on a phone, you'll see that there's more bookmarks as well available. So again, every feature works on every device. So even if there's not enough room here, they are still easily accessible, plus the ability to edit them. Let's edit them on the bigger screen over here. And you'll see all of them. And I have a few different things I can do. Number one, I can move them around. So just drag and drop. Number two, I can rename them. I could edit that. I can change the description here. I could delete it. And I can even change the icon from a little library of icons that we have here in the mixture. So I have a few choices I can do there, and I also have the ability to add new things to it. So let me get out of this particular one. Let's add a new thing. Let's add a link. Let's try both of them. Here's adding one to a dashboard. This is going to open up all dashboards in our system and let you make a link right to them. Right, so I could make a link to PowerGen Locked if I wanted to, and even the PowerGen Locked dashboard. And I could pick my own icon for it. Let's say I want to pick this home icon. And then add that to the bookmark bar, right? That added that new one. And let's also add a custom link. So in this one, let's say Google. And test as my description, and a bookmark URL of http://google.com. And we'll leave this as a link here and then add that. And again, I can move them. Let's put the Google one first. Go up here and save that. And now you'll see I have those two new links that can link again externally. That'll take me to Google, or internally, this will take me to that other dashboard, which is even inside of a different profile. Okay, let's go back and clean that up. Let's get rid of those again. So now you can see how the bookmark bar works. So just to summarize everything that we've shown here, we talked about profiles and the ability to group profiles even into profile groups. And then we've talked about the fact that they contain dashboards, a bookmark bar, and a watch list. So all of those things are part of a profile. And then the last thing we'll talk about is creating a new profile, or a more advanced way of switching them. So in this drop-down list, you'll see that I have my five most recent profiles that I've looked at, plus the current one. But there may be many. There may be hundreds of profiles that I have access to. So if I click on the top one, the one I'm on here, that's going to open up this box here. And now you'll see the profile groups. In this case, there's a public group. Anybody can see these. A management group, a maintenance group, etc. And within each one of those is a set of profiles. So I can switch those if I want to. Or if I have the rights to, I can create a new one. And I can say, hey, I want this to be my public group, or in management or maintenance. I can give it a new name and a new description, and then say OK and make a brand new one. So that's how you'd make a brand new one of those. Same thing is true if you have the rights to and you want to make a new dashboard. Then you can tell it which profile group and which profile you want it to be in, and again, make it. One thing that's different about the dashboards, and we will talk about this briefly, is that you have the ability to copy an existing dashboard and then start editing it, even one that's locked if you have the rights to create new ones. So that's a little bit about profiles, and now we'll move on to a much deeper dive into dashboards. We'll see you there.